So you might have seen in my other videos, I don't really care for the stock seat on this bike. It's good enough, but that's not good enough. Now, in all the miles I've put on bikes and all the long distance stuff I've done, I've never gotten a fully custom seat. I've had aftermarket seats, certainly. I've had a Saddleman and I've had a couple of Corbins. You couldn't pay me to take a Corbin. I think they're rock hard garbage. I've never had one I liked. I think the welts cut into your legs. I've owned 2 of them, and I've sat on a couple of bikes with them, and every single one of them has been uncomfortable for me. So instead of getting an off-the-shelf custom, I'm going to get one tailored to fit me by Russell Daylong Saddles. Now, if you do anything with long-distance motorcycles, you look at the Iron Butt Association, any of these real high mileage things, a lot of those people run Russell Daylong saddles. So I'll kind of walk you through the process of how to order one and show you what it looks like when it gets here. So step 1 for me was, when this seat was on the bike, I had to take a couple of pictures, which I'll put up on the screen, and that lets Russell Daylong Saddles know where you sit on the seat, where you want to sit on it. You list all the accessories and modifications you've done, and then they take the cover off, they refoam it, they cut it, they shave it, they recover it with better material, and it'll end up being a lot wider. A lot of people would call it a tractor seat, but better support up here, a lot wider platform, a lot better foam. You can get the passenger done as well, but I am just getting the driver's seat done. So this is the one that was on the bike originally. It's got this weird little welt, this little bubble up in the cover, so I'm going to send this one into them. This is one I had on the bike when I took the pictures. And you can send your seat in closer to when your production date is. So I'm recording this the first week of April, and currently it's mid-July to get your seat in, and it's filling up quick. You can also ride in if you're out on the West Coast and have them custom build it while you're there, but those fill up even faster, and those are limited spaces. So instead of being without a seat for 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever it takes, I think they said 2 in the email, I bought a second seat. So this one I'm going to keep stock. I can put it on the bike. I can use this while my seat's out being customized, and if I'm doing stuff like adventure rides where the likelihood of the bike going down or damage occurring is really high, I can switch back to this seat so I don't damage my expensive custom seat. So I just wanted to go through the order form for this seat real quick for anybody that wants to do it. It's really easy. Shipping information, personal information, height, weight, inseam, all of that, because they do tailor this to you specifically. Make, model, year of bike, any modifications you've made. So on my bike, that was, bark busters, and I've got a tank bag. If you've changed your handlebars or pegs or anything like that, you're going to want to add that information. If you have adjustable seat, adjustable luggage, what position it's in. If you sit in the seat differently, you want to put that here, and then you go through and put down the price codes for stuff. So like mine was an S2, I wanted a Solo, the Daylong seat or the sport seat, whatever type you want. Cover material, let's see here. Well, I'll just kind of go through here. So the reference chart, you find your bike, whatever it is, and that gives you if you can do a dual seat, if you can do a driver's backrest, and what the price code is. These are not cheap, but they are worth it. So like mine's an S2 Solo, just doing the driver, so it'd be that much. And then if you wanted leather or sunbrella, whatever, that changes the price. To get it recovered, if you've got it made and you need a new cover put on it, they've got that price. I am getting a backrest, just a vinyl one. You can get a utility pouch, all kinds of extras. If you want heated seats, or if you've got stock heat, you want to retain that, you can do that. You got to figure in some shipping, depending on where you live, and that's an estimate. But then, you can pick your inserts and sides and your quilting choice. So they've got a color chart for whatever you want to get. I'm getting graphite, or that's leather graphite. I'm getting vinyl graphite. You can get sunbrella if you want it. Like I said, heat.
Backrest, I'm getting a backrest which look like this. You can get different stitching, and what I've heard from some people is the more stitching you have, the more air gets underneath your butt. But stitching also creates holes for rain to get in. Diamond, large diamond, rectangles. The half moon is what I'm getting. It has the least amount of stitching just because I really don't like welts. Corbin seats have really pronounced welts in the side. This seat does not. I don't like a lot of stitching on it either. I know most of the people that I know that have these seats have this rectangle style. You can also get embroidery if you want it. Quilting patterns, you can get a rain cover for it if you want. You can also do a one-day ride-in service if you're out on the West Coast, but you have to schedule those in advance and there's a deposit for that. Heavy-duty suspension, if you're a heavier person, you can add that at a little bit extra cost. Yeah, and then the images, I'll pop those up on the screen here. They have a guide for doing that, and I should be able to find that. But then now you put in your payment information and send it in. They will email it in. Don't send your seat without getting a production date. The photographs, here we go. With your feet up, you can just do this while it's on center stand or the kickstand. Feet down if you've got a passenger, that sort of thing. And I'll show you the pictures I took. So then you email that in to them, and then they will give you a production date so you don't have to be without a seat for a long time. And then you can send it in later. They'll send it back to you after they're done. It takes a couple of weeks. So that's where we're at now. And yep, just gotta wait. So we'll see in a few months what this seat looks like. There's a seat. I put my papers in there. You don't need to send the pictures, but I had them printed off anyway. And then I got to get this out to Russell Day Long Saddles before my production date, which is in June. But I'm going to send it now, so away it goes. Don't forget to do all the things to make the YouTube algorithm happy, like, subscribe, like the video. If you're a really wonderful person, consider supporting the channel. Thanks for watching.